Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I am doing pretty good. Today is June the 10th, Monday, June 10th. Had to look, I don't know why. Yesterday was my grandson's birthday. We celebrated it actually like 2 weeks ago, but he officially turned 10 years old. So my youngest grandson is 10 years old. We have everybody's in double digits now. We don't have anybody under double digits. I told my girls, I have three, I said, somebody needs to fix that. We don't have any more babies left. But nobody would step up. Nobody wants to comply with my request. I don't know what's wrong. I'll help them. I'll help them raise the baby. I'll take care of it. I'll do anything. But they say no. No. Dang it. Go adopt a baby, Mom. They're just sick of me, for sure. I hope you guys are all doing good, had a good weekend. It was a super hot weekend here. This was the hottest couple of days that we've had. It got up to 100 degrees, maybe 101 in San Antonio for sure. I live right outside of San Antonio, so it's a little bit cooler, but it was about 100 degrees. But the heat index in San Antonio, it was like 110. It was really, really high. So it's been really hot. I know there's, tornadoes and flooding and all kinds of horrible weather, just all kinds of, weather phenomenon going on. My friend that I was talking to, he told me he's going to Utah and skiing, that they have fresh snow, and he's been doing that backcountry skiing and stuff. So, there's all kinds of things going on: snow, rain, sunshine. We had a cold front that came in last night, so it's cooled off just a little bit. It's nice. I haven't been out there in a couple hours now. I've been working and doing lots of readings, so I haven't been outside. But when I went out this morning before 12, it was still in the 70s. It was in the 72 degrees or something. So that's really good for us. I love that kind of weather. I hope it stays like that. But it looks kind of warm out there right now, but it's not supposed to get too hot today because of the cool front, so thank God for that. We were under a severe thunderstorm watch last night, but we got a few sprinkles. I think it rained all around us, and we only got a few sprinkles, but hey, that's okay. We've had a lot of rain, so we're doing all right. Okay, guys, I want to do a reading on the three top contenders. I think right now it's Biden, Sanders, and Warren. And I just I'm going to take a really quick look at them, see how they're doing. So what I'll do is I'm already laid out the cards, and I'm just drawing three cards for each of them and see what's going on with them. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you, I meditated on each one, and I'm going to tell you about what I saw on each one. So each one is different and pretty interesting. So first I took Biden. When I was meditating with him, this is what I saw. This is so weird. I see like a swashbuckling hero type, It looks like a cross between a musketeer and a pirate. That's so weird. I think that means that he represents the past, but in a good way, like old school way, the swashbuckling hero, but also a little bit of a pirate. So I think, it's a combination of all. So it's good. I like it. And I also saw a light showing on the path. And this is a light shining on technology. I think that means he's going to focus on technology. I haven't really heard any of his speeches, to be honest, you guys. I do like Joe Biden a lot. I really do like him. I don't know if he'll be the next president or not, but I feel like that he's going to focus a lot on new technologies, advancing technologies, things like that. I think he just wants to let everyone know that, he's not an old stick in the mud, that he's, very progressive. So also, did you see that he reversed himself on that Hyde Amendment with a little pressure? So he's evolving, and I think he just wants to show that he'll be evolving. So I think we'll see that. Like I said, I haven't listened to him. Honest to God, I haven't, because I know him, and I know, that's what I feel anyway, that he would make a good president. He might be a little older and all that, but I think he'd make a good president. Anyway, so I feel that that's what he'll do. He'll just focus on technologies, advancing technologies and stuff. Okay, maybe automative technologies. Okay, the first card that I get for Joe Biden is the Three of Wands. He's very confident, maybe too confident, but he's making big plans. He's traveling all over the place. So that's what this means. That's what he's doing right now. That's the situation. Talking. That's what we would expect. Just traveling and making plans for the future and telling the people what his plans are for the future. He's trying to motivate and stimulate people. Okay. The second card I get for him is the Knight of Cups. He has to remain the gentleman that he is. That's very, very important. This is like the action that he needs to take. He just needs to be very diplomatic. He is that way, and he needs to remain that way, not to get frustrated and do something else. He needs to be diplomatic, tactful, just the complete opposite of Trump. And when Trump gets down and dirty with insults, Biden's going to have to get creative, and he's going to have to find an approach to Donald Trump that is respectable. Okay, because it's not going to work if he can't get down and dirty with Trump. Biden, he's just not that person, and we really don't want him to go there either, Now, Elizabeth Warren, yeah, maybe. She can handle him. But we really don't want to see our sweet Biden do that. But, he can approach things in a different way, and he can be successful. But he doesn't have to fight Trump style. All right, here's the third and last card I drew for Biden. This is the Hierophant. Biden will not change his style much because, the Hierophant means all about tradition. So he'll continue to campaign in a very traditional way with high moral standards. He's going to follow his spiritual beliefs, and he's going to be true to himself and who he is. And he will have lots of support, which we know he already does because he's the front runner right now. So I think he will have continued support. Good. All right. Now I was meditating on Bernie Sanders, and this is what I saw for Bernie Sanders. I see the Pied Piper blowing the flute. He gets everybody following him. He says all the right things. People love his policies and everything. And I don't know if Bernie doesn't become the Democratic nominee, I wonder if the vision I see of the Pied Piper means that he'll try to lure away all his supporters. I truly hope he doesn't do that. But I just see, when I meditate on him, I see he's the Pied Piper. So he can be very vindictive. We have to watch out. So hopefully he won't be. But he wasn't real supportive of Hillary. He was, but he held back for too long. So I hope he doesn't do that again and become the Pied Piper. So hopefully he won't. All right, the first card I get for him is the Knight of Swords. He's very determined to be the Democratic nominee. This is his second go around, right? He's really very bold. He's charging full speed ahead, you see. He's in it to win it, y'all. He really is. He wants to get ahead of everyone, He's in a hurry. And I always call this card the haste makes waste card because it usually means that people are so focused on achieving the big picture that they neglect what's right there in front of them. So this could be like a little warning, kind of like, slow down and make sure you're not neglecting the small details. So that's where he is right now. He may be neglecting some of the small details because he's trying to get ahead of everybody. Well, actually, he is ahead of everybody except for Biden. So we'll see how that goes. All right. The next card I got for him is a King of Wands. He is a natural born leader. He really is. And he's going to continue to share his vision of problem solving. He's going to let his wisdom and experience shine through, just like this king, you know. But Bernie needs to stick to his ideas. He can be an emotional guy, you know, he really can. And he needs to, you know, not get too emotional. He needs to not lose his temper. He has to watch it. I think that's the action here, you know, the guidance given here is for him not to get too emotional, over emotional, and lose his temper. Okay. He just needs to let his wisdom shine through. He is for the people. He really is. All right. The last card I got for him is the Sun. This is a good card. Hey, wouldn't that be funny if Bernie lost his temper and he told Trump off? I could just see Sanders. I could see him saying, "President Trump can kiss my ass," you know? I could see him saying that, really. Okay, I digress. Sorry. Here's the Sun. He's feeling great. He really has a lot of confidence, and Bernie is feeling really good about his chances. He really does care about the people, and it looks very optimistic for him. So this is a good card for him to end on. Looks very optimistic. The sun is shining on him, so what more can we say? His campaign looks really good. All right, so now I go to Elizabeth Warren. This is weird. This is what I saw when I was meditating with her. She's standing in a dark room, let me tell you, and she's holding up a necklace like this. And it's a necklace, and it's seashells. It's like clam shells, you know, like if you would open one, not the ugly ones, but the prettier rigid ones, you know, little clam shells. And they're all lined up on a necklace. And I see she's putting on the necklace like that. I don't know what this means, but I know inside the shell, you know, there's a pearl inside. And right after she puts on the necklace, I see a bridge, a little bridge. A little white bridge? Sometimes you might see in somebody's yard, they'll put like a little faux bridge, you know what I mean? It's very short and small, it's for decoration, but it's still a little bridge. I see she crosses over a little white bridge that it's like that. It's not a big, huge bridge. It's just a little garden bridge. So she crosses over that and she comes out into the light. It's like a beautiful pearl emerging from a seashell, you know? It's really nice. I know shells protect life, you know, and symbolize peace and harmony. So maybe that's what she's going to do. Maybe she's going to, you know, protect the people of the United States with peace and harmony. So I hope that means that she crosses out of the darkness, you know, past troubled waters, because she's had a little bit of a hard time, you know, with all this Native Indian stuff that was been following her around and stuff. So maybe she's getting past that now. I think that's what that means. Okay. And then we get the first card that I have for her is the Page of Swords. She is really a smart lady, you guys. Y'all know that. She's full of really good ideas. I think the recognition that she should be getting is a little bit delayed. That's what this card says. So she's very quick-witted. She's like the comeback kid. You know, she's got a lot of snap. I personally am looking forward to seeing her debate, you know, with Donald Trump. I hope that she's the nominee and she gets to debate him, you know. I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to be quite entertained by Elizabeth Warren. She's so quick-witted. She really is. The second card that I get for her is the Empress. And this is kind of like the action that she needs to take, okay? She needs to show her maternal side more often. I mean, we know she's a mother and all that. We know she is. But, you know, she can be that quick wit that comes out, you know, it can make her look a little rough. So we need to see the softer side of her a little bit more. So she needs to let the people see her maternal side, her nurturing mother side. She needs to show, you know, a little more empathy, compassion, just reflect this mother. That's what it is, the Empress. So she needs to inspire people to care about one another. That's what she can do. And then, that's what the females, that's what we do. We really inspire people to take care of each other, love each other, nurture each other. So that's what she needs to do. She needs to spark that maternal side of her and, light up this country with it, really, because that's what we need to do. We really need to start caring about each other, not just Democrats caring about Democrats, but we need to care about Republicans. We need to care about all people, everybody, and that's what she can do. She can bring us all together caring about each other, as we should. All right. Now, here we got the last card. This is the Four of Wands. This is a really good card to end on for her. She has a lot of support. People are really welcoming her and embracing her. They really like her. Really, this tells me that she's going to achieve a lot of success, and people are celebrating. They're celebrating in the street. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren. So this is a good card for her to end on. So it doesn't look like anybody's that much better than anybody else in this reading, but I think Elizabeth Warren, I feel like that she is going to get a little more traction. That's what I feel. I think that's what my vision, that's what I saw, and I just feel like she's going to get a little more traction. And I don't know, Bernie Sanders, I just feel like, and it may be just a personal thing that I can't get past in my mind, and just to let it go, so I can just read the cards without, getting my mind involved with it. I try not to, but I feel like that he won't become the nominee. I don't know why. I just feel like he won't. I really feel like he won't. So I don't know. The past repeats itself. I don't know. And Biden, I like Biden. He looks good. I know he's the front runner, and it's easy to say, well, he'll be the nominee. But, things can change. We have a long way to go. We have a long, long ways to go. So everything can change, and somebody else could, become the front runner in no time. So, but I don't know. I feel like, for some reason, I just feel like Bernie will. I don't think he'll succeed. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I just feel like, for some reason, I feel like he will not be the front runner. I don't know. I can't explain why I feel that way, but that's just the way I feel, what I think and what I feel. And when I saw him being the Pied Piper, like he might lead people astray, instead of to be a little bit vindictive, if he's not the front runner. I don't know. So I think he can be a little bit vindictive, and I think he has a little bit of a temper, and we'll see. Okay, guys, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate it. I've been really, really, really busy. Sorry I haven't been on my channel this past week. We have a bunch of Gemini birthdays. My husband's coming up. I had my granddaughter, my grandson, and my granddaughter graduated from high school, and we had to go to that, and she had a party last Saturday, and then we were invited to another party, and then, one thing after another. Hopefully everything's going to calm down now. Everything will calm down, and I can get back to my regular life. Even my husband even skipped last Thursday. He didn't go to the gym, and I usually make my videos on Thursday. He didn't even go to the gym. We actually bought a boat last Wednesday. We bought the boat on Wednesday. And then Thursday we were doing paperwork. Oh my God, you guys, it was a nightmare. Do you know, to register your boat in Texas, I don't know how you do it in other states, you have to go to the tax office and do your trailer. We had all the titles. We had paid cash for the boat. And we had all the titles. The guy signed the titles in our name and everything, my husband's name. So we go to the tax office, and they're like, well, we need a bill of sale too. And it was one thing after the other. So we had to go back to the guy. He lived a little ways away. We had to go back to his job because he was at work, and then he was busy, and it took time for him to stop and, type up something and sign it and all that. So we waited and waited. And then we have to go to Texas Parks and Wildlife to register the boat. And it's in a completely different place. There's not one in Comal County where I live. There is not one in any of a lot of the cities all surrounding San Antonio. You have to go into San Antonio, far away. This government agency, you guys, will not take an ATM card or a credit card. You have to give them cash or a check. Why? Does anybody have cash or a check on them? We don't write checks. We don't have a checkbook anymore. We have an ATM card. Well, they're like, well, the ATM is over here. There's an ATM. Well, we needed, a few $100. I'm not going to pay ATM. So we had to go find a bank. Yeah. I'm not kidding you guys. To do all the things that we did, we left at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then we had to go to the bank and deposit things. By the time we got home, it was 5 o'clock in the evening, and we hadn't even stopped to eat anything. We hadn't eaten anything. We'd been on the go, on the go, on the go. So Thursday, my husband was completely exhausted. He didn't even go play volleyball. That's the first time in, gosh, I don't know when, maybe a couple of years that he skipped volleyball. So then I was taking care of him, and he was starving. I had to feed him, and he was so grumpy. I wasn't able to make a video. So you know how those guys get when they're hungry? Very grumpy, very grumpy. So anyway, so we got a boat, and it's nice. It fits in the garage, so it's not that big. It's only like, 19 foot, something like that, 7-passenger boat. But we've had a boat before in the past when our kids were younger. We used to take them skiing and all that. And we hadn't done that in a while. So we decided to get another boat and have a little fun. But we're not going to take it out on the weekends because it is crazy on the weekends. So we're going to do it during the week, So if I'm not here, I might be out on the boat. I don't think we're going to ski anymore. We're past that age of wanting to ski. I hurt my neck so bad one time falling, in the water. It was terrible. Oh, and I cracked my elbow too. How weird is that? I fell and I cracked my elbow, and I had a cast because my elbow was cracked. I came home from the doctor with a broken, oh my gosh, y'all don't even know. It's so funny. This doctor cast my arm and everything, and I came home that my arm was hurting so bad. My wrist was hurting. He had made it so tight on my wrist. It was killing me. I got the garden shears out, and I put newspaper on the bed, and I laid my arm down, and I told my husband the next day, I told him, you're going to cut this off my arm. And he said, no, I'm not. I said, oh, yes, you are. And I made him cut that cast off my arm. My arm was real sore, and I didn't use it really a whole lot for a while. But I could not stand that cast, y'all. I couldn't stand. I never went back to the doctor or nothing. It healed. The crack healed. I was like, oh, no way. I remember he was cutting it, and right when he first started to cut it, I started screaming. I was like, wait a minute, that's my skin. And he threw the shears down, and he said, I'm not doing this. And I said, yes, you are. Come on, get back here. And so he did it. Anyway, we're probably a little bit too old to be skiing, so we're just going to have fun and basically swim and eat on the boat. Just get a suntan, Do I look a little more tan? I went out there and got a little bit of sun, not too much. I had a little hat on, so not to burn my face, but we had a good time. It was good. We went out for a few hours. Okay, guys, I'm finished blabbing. Sorry, keep you away from your families and what you need to do or work or something. All right, thank you for listening to my videos. If you like them, subscribe to my channel, please. Hit the like button if you like my videos. And I really appreciate all your messages. I'm reading them, and I appreciate them. Of course, I did get a couple ugly ones here and there, and I didn't appreciate them. Somebody called me a thin-lipped, That wasn't very nice. I was a pro-Trumper, of course, but hey. All right, guys, you do something kind for somebody, and it'll come back to you, okay? Y'all take care and have a good night. Bye for now.